I hope you can hear me this time, guys. It is so good to be back here rebuilding the Rams, but this time with audio, because if you weren't around last time, I filmed the whole game, talked just like this to you, and was on mute. I was like the professor in a school in like April of 2020 that just gave a whole lecture on Zoom and didn't realize they were muted the whole time. It sucked, but we are back now. And we are hosting a ranked Pac-12 foe, Arizona State, guys. They are 84 overall. They have a solid lineup. Their offense is particularly scary, and so is that hit right there to Tyler Chambers, man. I know y'all have talked in the comments about my need to be smarter with Tyler Chambers, avoiding the hits. We already lost our transfer starting quarterback, Michael Hawkins Jr., in week 1 due to an unnecessary QB hit. So that's on me early. Let's get to pre in this game, 2nd and long, and try and get to 3rd and manageable here. And I said it earlier, their offense is strong. Their defense, okay. All right, there's nobody on their defense that really stands out, which means Jaleel Barmore should have his way as a route runner. So should Lavon Brown. I like that concept there. Let's get Mason Ferguson on the drag on the backside, but let's read it. It's man coverage. Jaleel Barmore wins. Golly, I thought he had that. I was going to say Jaleel Barmore wins on post routes. I was sorely mistaken there, man. And also, I don't know if you guys saw it, flash up on the screen there for a second as we try our little pooch punt, and that's very bad. Very, very bad indeed. Not the best start, but what I was trying to say is we have a lot of visiting recruits. I think we have 4 visiting recruits today, so this is a must-win game. As you know, I'm sure you probably know this, but the major deciding factor as far as how effective a visit is whether or not you win the game. So this is a must-win game here. Let's lean on Gene Barnes and Alexander Claybrooks, our pair of linebackers over the middle of the field. How about that switch stick over to Javon Bailey on the strong side over there? And like I said, their offense is scary, guys. 93 overall quarterback Marcel Reed. They have 3 different 85 overall wide receivers. And, oh, that's a dot to one of them, dude. Marcel Reed finding the soft spot. And also, they got a running back, Pat Nijman, that is 89 overall. So a 93 quarterback, an 89 running back, and plenty of receivers here. So everybody on this defense is going to need to step up. I don't think I'm going to change how I play too much. I feel like our defense is slowly developing an identity. The only thing I want to be better at are the switch sticks. That right there is a mismatch, man. Gene Barnes is not the man-to-man linebacker that is going to match up on Nijman well, but Claybrooks is. Again, converted safety, the transfer. Wilcoma, another transfer right here. I think it's bench. It's not bench. Oh my goodness, what a throw. And I will say, nobody likes giving up a touchdown. Nobody likes falling down 7-0 early. But I loved the fact that we could tell immediately on that drive that Marcel Reed is 93 overall, right? Like, I know that sometimes this game, it feels like all quarterbacks are equally super accurate, super good decision makers, whatever, especially if you're playing on Heisman like we are. But I really like when an elite quarterback plays like an elite quarterback. Marcel Reed on that drive right there, guys, was untouchable. So let's see how we answer. Let's get Tyler Chambers in space here over on the wide side. Let's see how the linebackers treat Walton coming over. I like that. He's got a good chance to chip at the defensive end and then get up to the linebacker. Let's see if Walton does. He does. That's beautiful. That's a good toss, and that is not a lot of yardage for another hit to Tyler Chambers. Let's keep Alton Roth in the game, the better receiving backup here. Lavon Brown on the seam. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. Let's make that high-low read. Roth is going to be so open there. Beautiful. Good throw on the run. Give it to the guy in space, and let's get a first. But man, it feels like I'm calling a friend that I haven't been able to talk to in a while, because it's been probably over a week from the time you see this since I have posted a Rebuilding the Rams video where I actually spoke, right? Also, they are blitzing both linebackers. This is going to be pure man coverage. We have great matchups all around. Let's score a touchdown really quick before I finish my point. Jaleel Barmore, get some separation, buddy. Man, he is so much shorter than that corner. Oh my God. Chris Johnson, all-time running back, also all-time tall corner over here with Arizona State. But as I was saying on 2nd and long here, it feels like I haven't talked to y'all in forever because I missed a day or two of uploading, and then I missed it mainly because I had to refilm like this talking head video to summarize the last game. Somebody put a comment, I can't remember who, but it was a very good comment. Is like, hey, this almost feels like Sports Center. That's what it felt like to film, dude. It was very interesting. I was like giving like canned highlights where I already knew what was going to happen. How about that for a slide, though? How about that for a slide? Could we have gotten 8 more yards? Yes. But did you in the comments section say, hey, Max, you need to slide more? Also, yes, I will take all the credit there. Also, Owan Arakadera, guys, I know that he's a pretty good blocking tight end. He can get to 88 overall. Okay, I know that because in my Jacksonville State rebuild that I'm doing with a couple buddies, it's just an online league. I don't film it or anything. I just do it because I like it. That guy is 88 overall. He transferred to our school, and because we're trying to run a power run Michigan-style offense at Jacksonville State, dude, he is an insane fullback. He's pretty good now. Like, that was a very good block on the safety if Jalen Dupree had a little bit more legs on him. But man, is he good in that other rebuild. But hey, let's focus on this. Although I will say one last thing on the Jacksonville State rebuild. I'm gonna try and grab a screenshot if I remember to do it. How about Walton? Oh, that's a pick. Oh, that's a catch. Oh my God, what's happening? He was so open, but I pulled the left stick down a little too much. Made it to where that was almost picked off, but he'll come down with it. Anyways, I'm going to grab a screenshot, but dude, that Jacksonville State team, I don't know how I did it. I have 4 guys that are 96 plus speed in our secondary. It is ridiculous. I played my first game against my buddy DJ. I think I won 31-20 or 31-14 or something like that. But I won because I had 10 points on offense and 21 points from special teams and defense. Alton Roth, wide open screen, will gladly take that. But as I was saying, 21 points, okay? I actually recorded a clip of the monitor. I'm going to try and remember to put that on here as well. Let me write both of those down. But I had an incredible return with one of the 99 speed guys and then had a pair of pick sixes as well, all because the team is just so fast. I mean, I like this Colorado State team. Obviously, like, this is a lot of fun. It's a very special group. I feel like we're developing an identity. But dude, that Jacksonville State team, it is like driving around in a Lamborghini, you know, for a month. And then no matter what car you drive after that, it is not going to feel as fast. And that's what that secondary feels like compared to this. Even though this is a great secondary, right? Jason Gadosh on the weak side has really stepped up in his first year. Reddish and Wakoma at safety are both playing really well. Javon Bailey in the slot is doing good. Alexander Claybrooks over the middle, the safety transfer, is doing really well. And then Gene Barnes, even though he's a 99 zone guy and is not a man coverage player, I feel like Gene Barnes has some incredible user plays. And speaking of Gene Barnes, how about forcing a 4th down? Okay, guys, I'm gonna get back on topic. I'm gonna get back locked in here. This is a ranked game, like, with multiple 5 stars visiting. This is important. But I'm telling you, it just feels like I have so much to catch you guys up on. So I'll catch you up on one more thing. I said I was gonna stop 7 times. I might as well push it to 8. But me, David from Dominate CFB Dynasty, and then Jaden, who is otherwise known as Call Me Jaden, filmed a video together, which I had so much fun filming. Jalen Dupree getting going today, too. That's for VinSpot, all right? Dude, you leave these incredibly thorough comment threads of every single game. They are some of the best things in the comment section, guys. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go look. Depending on when you're watching this video, he might have already done it for this one. But you specifically said, hey, man, we got to get Jalen Dupree going some more. How about so far, dude? He has played really well. Anyways, what the heck was I saying? Jalen Dupree. We filmed this video. It was a 45-minute conversation about this game. And Tyler Chambers, you got so much more space over there, man. I know that's on me, too, for not getting outside enough. But I thought that he was going to be fast enough to get away from that. That was sealed. That tackle sealed the tunnel there for us to run through, man. We got to pick that up. Okay, clearly, again, a million things are rattling around in my head right now. Like a bunch of ping pong balls inside one of those containers, like the old NBA draft lottery. That's what's going on in here. It's just a bunch of ping pong balls. But that thing that we filmed, man, it was just like, hey, here are the 10 most, commonly asked questions about college football 26 Dynasty, man. Coverage over the middle. Mason Ferguson is back. He had 3 first-half touchdowns last game, and he's got 2 for 31 today in the air. And I will finally finish my point so I can lock in. I just wanted to say it was very fun. If you haven't checked it out, it's technically a collaboration, which is a new feature YouTube has. So to my knowledge, I think it shows up on my channel. Like, I'm pretty sure it'll show up as a video in collaboration with those 2 guys. If not, I think you could go to Dominate CFB Dynasty, go to David's channel itself, and it will definitely show up there. Also, bad read on me, gonna force a big 3rd down. But it was just a lot of fun, man. It really, like, kind of re-energized me as far as, wait a second, there are a ton of questions, data-related questions that still haven't been answered in this game. Even though so much has been answered and so much has stayed the same from 25, there's just so much more that I'm curious about. So I'm just excited to hopefully dive deeper into that. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this, there will be at least one new Data E video out. But how about a 10-7 lead? I know that drive kind of stalled out at the end. I know a big part of that is my lack of attention on the drive. So you guys have my word, okay? From here on out, rest of this game, we're going to lock in. Here we go. They want to get started with trips. You know what we're doing. Backside, get manned up, all right? Well, Coma's going to come over here. I'm going to play number 3 very aggressively. We got hard flat, so I feel good there. That's my play. That's my play. Make the throw. Oh, he did make the throw. You're an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm the bigger idiot. Oh, my gosh. Marcel Reed, dude. That is a 93 overall quarterback, okay? I thought I had a step, and I almost gave up on the play. And as soon as I did that, he was like, yeah, we're going to make this throw. What a play by Marcel Reed. I thought that was an easy interception, and that is why he is 93 overall and why I am, 3-1 and not 4 now, okay? That is an incredible play, and goodness gracious, I forgot to say, he's got 93 speed. Goodness gracious, guys. Nice hit by Reddish, dude. Let's go. Also, Reddish is a big guy for a safety. Look at him back here. I mean, he's bigger than Alexander Claybrooks, who's playing linebacker. This guy needs to be getting in the box, helping on the run a little bit more often, I feel like. He's too just talented physically. Speaking of physical talent, Owen Long on the edge, man, is playing a position that he didn't come here for, right? He did not sign up to play edge rusher. He's a will linebacker. He's supposed to be playing off the ball in coverage, and he has done such a good job on the edge, especially at a relatively low overall. I'm pretty sure, like, as an edge rusher, he's like in the mid-70s. He's not super, super talented. No disrespect to Mr. Long, but just to play that well. Also, Jason Gadosh, please. I went for the ball. I got to swat there. I'm going to make a play, and I'm not going to make that play. I'm not in position there. He threw the lob on purpose to make it a jump ball. And again, 93, Marcel Reed, man. I felt it on that drive. I felt it on that beautiful touch pass right over my head on a route I covered step for step. I felt it on that scramble, and I felt it on that jump ball right there, man. And I feel Tommy Maher might have some space. Wide receiver 4, the reliable senior with another kick return touchdown. Let's go. Tommy Maher, when we need it most, man, just takes it all the way back, right down the heart of the Sun Devils. Let's absolutely go. Again, that's one of those guys you feel for, man. I mean, when I came here year 1, he was a redshirt sophomore. And even though he was like wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, he immediately made an impact, and he felt like the most reliable receiver. All of a sudden, his junior year, the senior transfer, Jordan Faison, comes in, takes a lot of the spotlight, becomes the main target. Maher becomes a reliable number 2. And then, in his senior year, he's supposed to be the guy, right? He's number 2 as a sophomore, he's number 2 as a junior. All of a sudden, number 1 leaves, and it's like, all right, it's go time. And what happens? We get a transfer, Mason Ferguson, and Jaleel Barmore continues to develop. And then Levon Brown, out of nowhere, continues to develop. And all of a sudden, wait a second, for Tommy Maher, he's not on the field much. So I just really commend him for his willingness and ability to still play a good role, man. When we go wide trips and he comes in at wide receiver 4, he makes plays. On kickoffs, I think that's his second touchdown on kickoffs. So I'm really, really excited to see him continue to make plays. Speaking of making plays, how about Alexander Claybrooks, the safety, making a play there? And we're not going to talk about their good drive so far, okay? We're not going to talk about it. I wanted to give Tommy Maher my respects. I got that deep over route. I'm there. That's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to let a 40-yard... Oh, Joe Marciano and Lorich are injured. That's a pair of defensive linemen, including the 5-star true freshman Marciano, who had a good tackle earlier this drive I did not give him credit for. That sucks. Play action pass. Post. Man, that's a great concept against cover 4. Marcel Reed knows we're in cover 4 too much, and he called the perfect play for it. Just like that, we lost our starting defensive tackles, both of them, on one play, and Marcel Reed continues to pick us apart, dude. This is actually getting out of hand. At first I was like, oh, I like that he's good. No, don't be good, dude. Don't be so good. Man, how about a shootout though, dude? I say this thing about our defense. Oh, we found our identity. And then this happens. And it's like, did we? Did we find our identity? Last game too against Oregon State. You give up 3 touchdowns on your first 3 possessions. Now granted, we shut them down after that. Will we do the same here? I do not know. What I do know is Jalen Dupree is going to get going here. Good juke. I shouldn't have done just the right stick. I should have also held down on, or just the right trigger. I should have also held down on the left trigger to encourage a more subtle juke, so I didn't kind of juke into trouble there. And with this much space, guys, Tyler Chambers knows how to run a football. All right, let's go. What a balanced game so far. I think we have 83 rushing yards and 86 passing yards and a great matchup on the outside. Let's go with a little bit of a flood concept here. How about a deep post, and let's make Elijah Walton's a little bit shallower to give space to Barmore. If that safety doesn't roll over and help, we're going to nail that post to Barmore for a touchdown. He's helping. Walton's got to win that, and he did, but by the time I noticed, they had already gotten home, man. That's right. Let's call slot option. I want to make it 3rd and 10 here. Lavon Brown is going to tell us if it's man or zone. Let's get Walton out on a route. I actually don't think we need to keep him in the block. We got a corner following him. That corner is very little. That tells me it's likely zone. If it is, I like Brown. Oh my goodness, that corner sat. We'll take 5 and be happy with it. I thought the corner was going to bail and go with those 2 vertical routes. I was very mistaken. Tyler Chambers to Jaleel Barmore backside comeback route has been money all year. I think it's money again. I think it's money again, dude. If you give us a man look over there, Jaleel Barmore is going to have success. I know it was technically cover 9, but the thing with the deep quarters routes is if you go vertical enough, they treat it like man. Barmore, oh, what a route. Golly, there just wasn't enough real estate because he was on the short side, but we ran PA switch dig, and that cut back to the outside was beautiful, dude. I mean, I love throwing the football to Jaleel Barmore. Probably too much. Probably too much. How about a wide side comeback again if they give it to us? We're not going to force this. Let's stay in the pocket. Oh, goodness gracious, Max. Goodness gracious, Max. Oh, I got to do better there, dude. I got to do better. We extended it a little bit, but I need to step up and navigate that pocket a little bit better. How about right over the middle, right in the pocket to Mason Ferguson. 4th and 8, and they're not calling a timeout. So down 4, I don't think we have the kicking power for this. So we're actually going to take our time, knowing that we have 3 timeouts. If we pick this up, I'll call a timeout, and we will continue the drive, and we will. I'll take the timeout there. That's okay. I know we lowered our chances of a touchdown, but we greatly increased our chances of a field goal there. Elijah Walton over the middle. And let's try this RPO with 2 high safeties like this. I actually love this. Alton Roth, easiest 10 yards of our life. Let's go tempo here. The clock will stop because of the first down. This is our last non-timeout play, all right? Here it is, 16, 15, 14, 13. I should have called a timeout. Oh, goodness gracious. I froze up. 4 first-half sacks for the Sun Devils, and it's entirely on me for just so many bad reads. I got to be willing to get that football out. And also, I will say, if you play enough Madden, you start getting used to 75 business days in the pocket. That is not happening in this game. Mason Ferguson, I need you to win that. Oh, he's playing outside leverage. Great shade by that corner, dude. I saw man coverage, so I was like, look, We're going to throw it to Ferguson. He's a good route runner. He's got a good corner route. We're going to push that ball outside. And he was playing outside leverage, and I dared him to make that play. They did. We will go to the half. Down 4. All right, guys, 21-17. How are we going to approach this half differently? Especially knowing that they have scored every time they've touched the football. Well, first, let me ask you guys a question. What slider should I consider using, all right? I have never been a big sliders guy, but I feel like we need to make this game about 10% more difficult. So I am playing on default Heisman right now. And man, Marcel Reed, dude. Anyways, I'm playing on default Heisman right now, and I feel like it's a little bit too easy. My thing is, based off overalls, I want the overalls to pretty closely match my actual chances of winning the game, right? Like, if I'm 84 and I'm playing against a 90 overall team, I actually don't want to win that game more often than not. I feel like that's a sign for me that it's a little bit too easy given my skill level for this game, which is probably like C+. I'm not acting like I'm good at the game. But I play it enough to be okay. Also, Marcel Reed, how about that? Rashawn Kite, the long-lost cousin of Santiago Knight, who technically at Ball State was Santiago Kite, and I mispronounced his name so much that we went into the settings and changed his names. If anybody remembers Santiago Knight, dude, he actually won the national championship for us one of those years. I can't remember which. But he made a play that was unlike any play I've ever seen before. Anyways, we're bringing 6. Watch this switch stick to the deep safety here. Yup, let's go home. Owen Long with another one, man. And that is good. That is, I don't know, maybe a hot take, guys. I'm sorry if this offends anyone, but I think it's actually good that our defense stopped them, okay? Mason Ferguson, dude, his cuts are so quick. I didn't even expect him to juke left there. But all right, let's lock in. 21-17. Offense needs to get going. Aura Kadera and Anaya in the game, in the backfield, and so is that defense, dude. That's all right. Let's come out in the I form. We've only ran it here, so let's give them a different look. Let's go with an old school concept, our stay out concept here, and let's get Dupree on a delay and Walton on a deep cross. We're going to read this corner on the left. It's man coverage. Oh, my goodness. And they were playing outside leverage, guys. I could have thrown the out route, but I think I would have thrown a second interception. So a sack is probably better than that. Either way, backed up, 3rd and long. Walton on the seam, potentially. Let's get Roth out in the concept. Safety comes over. That's interesting. Let's go slot fade and a deep cross over the middle. Let's see what we see. How about that? That's what I see. Alton Roth, come down with it. Oh, go get that football, buddy. Dang it, dang it, dang it. The safety recovered in time. I thought we were just outside shade enough for the safety to not be able to get that. I was wrong. I will accept it. But, man, we got to figure out our offense, dude. And I didn't want him to have a shot at getting that one, but that was a little bit outside. Good enough for a nice roll, though, down to the 29. From the 19 to the 29, guys. I'm no math expert, but I think that was a 50-yard punt. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And we are going to play that so aggressively. Get out of town. Claybrooks, good tackle. Okay. Like I said, we've been running too much cover 4, so we're going to switch to cover 3 sky here. I got the flats with Wakoma. That's okay. Okay, backside. Javon Bailey is there. And they go goal line. Okay, this is the new thing I've been trying to beat goal line from the CPU. Because if the CPU goes goal line, they're going QB sneak. We pinch, we go left, and then I bring the mic to the right. And there it is. The defensive tackle will stuff the left. I will stuff the right. No matter which way they run QB sneak, we got it stopped. And let's get this football back, man. Holy smokes. Mason Ferguson. I know that Tommy Maher had a good kick return. How about a good punt return? How about we get something going? Too much of a juke backside. That's on me, guys. I know we haven't seen Justin Marshall much for workload reasons. I think we need him now. Let's motion Barmore, see if they trail. They do. So we're not going to bring Barmore over. No need to bring an extra guy. Let's just be effective with Justin Marshall to the outside, guys. There it is. There it isn't. Oh, my goodness. I just need a half second longer. Oh, my goodness, guys. Let's get the pocket moving. Let's go PA Sale. Barmore on a beautiful out route. Dupree on a quick check down. Watch the blitz off the right-hand side. There it comes. There it is. Dupree. And that's 4. It's a 3rd and manageable. So I hope y'all don't mind if I manage it, okay? Overload set. I actually like this. They're respecting the backside too much. I think we could pick up 7 yards on the ground. I think I'm an idiot. I think I'm the biggest, dumbest idiot of all time. What the heck am I doing? Going halfback stretch on 3rd and 7. Why did somebody not rip through the screen and say, politely tap me on my shoulder? I was gonna say like grab my neck. But let's not do that. That's violent. That'll get this video taken down. Why didn't somebody come through the screen and politely tap me on my shoulder and say, Max, maybe don't run halfback stretch on 3rd and 7. Have you considered maybe throwing the football? How about a screen? How about I stop that myself? Reddish with the play. That's how you play downhill football. Attack at an angle. Force him to not cut back, actually, and make the play. We're going to go cover 3, man up the backside. Reddish has the deep crosser to the left and nothing else. Okay, we're going to play the second guy coming over. That's the second guy coming over. Reddish juked out of my shoes, and he fights for the first. That sucks because I dived at him, or dove at him. Again, I never know verbs. I dove at him right as he was reaching, and that ball did not come out. Let's see what happens here. Okay. I love that. I love that with a passion, dude. Let's go. Never been so excited to only limit this to a 6-yard gain, but right now we really need it. Let's actually move Reddish down. We're blitzing 6. I got the running back. We're going to play this aggressively. Okay. Crosser. We get home. That's what you get for play action. 3 sacks on the day for Owen Long, and let's go for 4. Let's blitz. Let's go inside leverage. Let's bring Vincent down. Big 3rd down. The Rams crowd is fired up. We're playing the flat heavy, and we get home again. It's Rashawn Kite. They have 5 combined sacks, and we will get the football back as we approach the 4th quarter. I jinxed it again, guys. I said when it was 21-17 early, oh, we got a barn burner. And then what happened? There was no more burning, all right? Somebody took a big old fire extinguisher and just killed the offense on both sides of the football. So let's bring it back. Let's bring back some offense. 2 high safety look. We got 2 tight ends on the field. They're in the nickel. Let's bring our Kadera over, and I love that to the right-hand side. Double teams all around for Justin Marshall. Let's see if they actually work out. They do. 1 cut, and that is 96 speed. That's why you save Justin Marshall. He will take over. He doesn't need 20 carries a game to take over. He needs 3 today. 3 for 57 and a score, guys. He averages 7 for 51, which I'm not doing the math in my head right now, but it's like 7 yards per carry. That was a little bit more than 7 right there. 24-21, 1 play score, man. And that looked so good from the start, right? They're in the nickel. We have 2 tight ends out, so we already have a size advantage. Then we motion 1 over. They don't match it. You look at the blocking, and you have 3 double teams all on the side you're running. I mean, that's the easiest thing ever. That is the easiest touchdown we have had in a long time. And now it's time for this defense to just keep doing its job, all right? No need to make things complicated. In fact, let's just go base cover 1 hole with a little text 2-man stunt on the left-hand side. I actually think I did it on the right-hand side. That's okay. I got to watch for the deep route. That's okay. That's fine. Just got to give this guy a different look, man. Marcel Reed has been on us. And speaking of different look, how about a little wildcat action? Let's blitz Reddish off the backside here in case they go power over there. Okay, good cut. But man, oh man, that's why you have a safety corner hybrid over there with Dylan Phelps. Last year's starting safety, this year's cornerback 1. 8 seconds left in the quarter, 2nd and 8, inside zone. Look at that scraping by Alexander Claybrooks. I know he didn't make the play, but dude, even if that tackle didn't get made, we were going to be there. And what is here is the 4s, guys. 4s up right here, 24-21. Let's put this game away. And look at those rankings, man. 17. We see some Pac-12 teams in there. UCLA and USC both in the top 12. Okay. Dude, I think that, what are they playing right now? Dude, something about your ex gonna do it to you. What is that song? It's a Sabrina Carpenter song. Also, oh my goodness. You guys never want to give me any credit for coverage. How about this? How about we're playing man coverage here, and I am free. This guy is actually man-to-man. That's Wakoma right there. Man-to-man on number 3, the 3rd receiver in. He runs a deep in route, and this guy gets juked out of his shoes. He's man-to-man on this guy. Where is he going? I don't know. But we were able to cover it just enough to let our defensive line get home. 24-21, and now we're in put it away mode, all right? But yeah, what's the song? Something, something. I think it's Espresso. I think the band was playing Espresso. And I can't say speaking of Espresso. I literally have nothing at all related to Espresso whatsoever. I was about to say, speaking of Espresso, and then try and say words. I won't do that. Let's put Mason Ferguson in the game and have him run a jet sweep and get demolished by this defensive end. Watch this. Oh, it worked. Oh my goodness. I know 3 yards doesn't seem like it's working, but dude, a jet sweep. I feel like that's historic. Let's go PA comeback seam with Justin Marshall. Let's use him as a decoy here. And with those matchups, dude, I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy, but we are going with the post over the middle of the bar more. Watch that safety. That's fine. Right there. That's all we need, dude. Beautiful throw and catch. He loves a good post route. And Tyler Chambers delivering, man. He has been dealing today. And with 2 high safeties, we are going to keep this. Chambers, nice. Let the block develop, Chambers. No, you got hurt, but it's your own fault, man. It's your own darn fault. You got to let that tackle make the block on the safety. I tried to slow down, and Tyler Chambers is just genuinely too fast. Out comes Chambers. In comes Darius Curry. Guys, I didn't slide because I really thought that block was going to be there. Instead, we have no Tyler Chambers. Luckily, man, every time Darius Curry has came into the game, he has played well. So not to jinx it, not to make this less likely to happen, but I trust Curry right here. Really, we need Alton Roth. A better juke is necessary there. Chambers out for the game. Curry in the game. Up 3, 4th and 1. I'm not kicking a field goal, okay? Up 3 versus up 6 does not matter meaningfully enough to me. And I think we got to go RPO read bubble here. I think we got to go with it. That's tough, but I like the look enough. Enough for Roth. I don't like the look at all. Max, what are you doing? We know that the wide trips audibles are limited. We know that we can't really switch formations. And I got to stop calling wide trips in 3rd and short situations, because if the power read isn't there, there's not a whole lot to check to, man. That screen was kind of doomed from the start. So here it is. Here it is, Marcel Reed. Time to show us why you're 93 overall, man. We're manning up the backside. Wakoma, I got to respect the running back and the deep crosser. Oh, and they do both. I'm getting to that deep crosser. The running back was open underneath, but I'm not gonna give up 60 to stop 6. But all right, let's route commit everybody to the outside here. Hard route commit. I got to play the inside heavy here. And that's okay. That's why you route commit to the outside, because we have help over the middle with cover 1 hole. We have the whole defender literally in the hole waiting for you to run inside, okay? So now we're route committing inside heavy, waiting for the outbreaking route. Oh my goodness, what a catch, dude. Dylan Phelps, stop celebrating. Why are you punching your arms in the air right there? You gave up 30 when it matters most, man. What the heck are you celebrating for? Blitzing 6 over the middle. We got a hard flat on the left. I've got the whole middle of the field here. Double drags. I got to come back to that. Golly, I over-pursued. Over-pursued, trying to cover both. Let's stop getting cute, dude. We got to stop trying to do too much, all right? Let's bring Vincent over. We got to be ready for the run. I've got the deep middle here. Read the guard. It's pass, okay? Okay? That's fine. That is totally fine. Let's go cover 3 drop. Press coverage. We're going to start spying Claybrooks here because we're in the red zone. Marcel Reed has 93 speed. We cannot let him use that to his advantage. That's why you have hard flats. Here it is. Huge 3rd down, man. Press up. Man coverage. Move everybody to the right. Give our right-hand side of the defense a chance. I got to be active on the switch stick here. Switch stick in left. Okay? Okay? Oh, he came back to the football. Man, those verticals with the CPUs, they run, they touch the sideline, they turn around, and the deep 3rd corner cannot do anything to it. They're playing over the top too much that even though the guy is standing in the back of the end zone, they are somehow behind the guy. And it's tough, man. I feel like we have seen that happen far too often against computers. And now we are in trouble, all right? No Tyler Chambers. Darius Curry, man, down 4, needs a touchdown. 2.5 minutes to go. But luckily, Justin Marshall is a player. Justin Marshall plays football, man. And we're not going to go to him early. Let's go to Ferguson. Easy 1st down and a good juke after the fact, too. Let's go wide trap. to Justin Marshall. Look at the linebackers roll over to the wrong side. Good. Get outside, get outside, get outside. Marshall, 96 speed is for nothing. That's okay. 2:16 to go. Barmore has a matchup on the left-hand side if they don't give him safety help. They're giving him safety help. So Marshall's going to have to do something for us. Make it a 3rd and manageable as we approach the 2-minute warning. Guys, this is it. This 3rd down could be it. Let's call something we absolutely love. Motion Y cross with Brown and Ferguson. And then I want Walton on an 8-yard out route at the sticks. We're going to read the high-low over the middle. That's okay. That's there. Ferguson, 1st down. We saw them commit to the deep cross. As soon as you did that, we knew it was over, okay? We're going to go curl flat here. Let's look at Marshall. Let's look at Walton releasing to the inside. He's got space. Oh, but there's a safety there. Walton will come down with it anyways. Elijah Walton sidelined multiple games due to injury, and he is back today with a vengeance, dude. That is very impressive. Let's move that linebacker out of the way. Never mind. He didn't move enough. Let's just go base read option here with Darius Curry. I know we burned a little bit of clock there getting into the right play, but I think it's worth it with Justin Marshall. It is worth it. Marshall, touchdown Rams. Let's go, guys. 6 for 89. His last carry, I think, it wasn't a touchdown. It was the 3rd carry that was a touchdown. But, dude, he averages 5 carries a game. It is fitting that carry number 6 is yet another touchdown for Justin Marshall, dude. The only problem is 31-28, and they have 3 timeouts and a really, really good offense, dude. 90. I'm saying dude way too many times. I sound like Ninja. I sound like Ninja right here, man. And I can't sound like Ninja. Next thing you know, the next haircut won't be a buzz cut, but it'll be that low taper fade. So instead, let's make a tackle as a safety. How about Reddish filling on the inside zone? We're going to get out of the blitz look, instead go base Tampa 2. Left Tex 2-man on the left-hand side. Good, good. Oh, that's a beautiful throw against cover 2. Marcel Reed, 355 and 4 scores. Let's try and make him uncomfortable with some backside pressure. I got to use your Claybrooks. Look at the left-hand side. Look at the left-hand side, those 5-man blitz. That's perfect. That's why you blitz them. Gene Barnes now shaken up, and that's a problem. And let's again blitz both linebackers here. I've got the backside. We're going to stay in this zone look to keep the deep third over the middle. And that is exactly what we wanted. The blitz is forcing Marcel Reed to get rid of the football. Gun empty, bunch quads. Inside leverage. Let's go cover 1 hole here. But let's have Claybrooks run a mid-read instead. Get a little bit more depth. Here it is. Marcel Reed, game on the line. I'm ready for the corner route. I'm jumping it. I'm jumping the corner route, and then I moved out of the way. That could have been my ball, and I literally gave up because I thought, why in the world would he throw it? This guy has incredible guts to make some of these throws. We're going to route commit on the inside. Cloud flats. 4th and 10, game on the line. Here it is. 4 verts. I'm there. I'm there. Over the top. Go for the swat. Wakoma will seal the deal. Let's go. That's how you stop a superstar quarterback, man. You force him to make one-on-one throws. And finally, after getting torched all day, our secondary makes a stop. 31-28 final. How about a ranked win in our first game back in a while? Let's go recruit. You can hear me now. I'm not muted. This isn't an 8-minute Sports Center highlight, man. Let's go recruit. Okay, guys. Okay. We are playing football now here. And let's lock in, all right? Playing style with this guy, which, oh my gosh, I still can't believe we are the only offer for a 5-star and cannot go after him due to play style. It hurts. It hurts. And I think it's probably because the deal breaker, I mean, we could check for a will linebacker. It's a will thumper. It's probably tackles. Yeah, it's total tackles for linebackers. Dude, I don't have linebackers. Like, you see the problem? You see the problem is, like, we don't have linebackers to make tackles. We have safeties that play linebacker, and that doesn't count. Luckily, a week 6 visit here is going to be huge, especially with a complimentary with George Slay. So I love Jamerson Ahmad and the progress that I think we can make there. Hopefully that's one that we could win. In fact, let's scout the guy to make sure that it's worth it, because I think there's a real chance. 94 speed. I don't care about anything else, guys. 94 speed as a 5-star. That's fantastic. So we definitely do want to go all in on him. Nate Thrasher. This is another guy that visited this week. He's pretty good as an athlete. Going after some more players here that I like. They're not top 5. This guy's new to the top 5. He's a pure possession receiver. Pro Potential Championship contender. We have a crappy grade for Pro Potential. I don't like our chances of a successful hard sell here. I think it's this. And a B plus and a B plus, 13, 12, 11, 10, 20. Okay, I'll hard sell. Okay, that's fine. And before we visit though, let's scout him and see, is he worth our time? 86 overall as a pure possession receiver? This guy's not a receiver, right? Like, this guy surely has to be playing tight end, which is fine. I love a good tight end. So let's put him in here, put a visit on his deal breaker. And again, another hometown hero hard sell, man. And I want to scout Lee York because we might be going after him. We don't have enough hours available to do that. That sucks. Manuel Sabari, playing time, playing style, coach stability, great grades for this running back. Again, we can only get up to 6 elite players. So that's why I'm scouting so heavily right now, is because I need to determine if we were to land all of these guys, which I know we won't, who's actually worth it, right? Like, who should we actually be going after? I know I want to go after George Slay, the 4-star gem. He was on a visit this week. I feel great there. And with 5 hours left, there's really nothing else that I can do. In fact, I think I'm going to take 10 hours off of Sabri. I said Sabari. I don't know why I said that. Like Sabaro, like the pizza. And oh my goodness, Lee York. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, that's all we needed to know. We're going to go all in on York. Sabri, I will continue to recruit in case we lose this running back. I also don't know if Sabri's a gem, but a 5-star gem running back, dude. With Alton Roth developing, coming to his junior year next year. Actually, no, he'll be coming. Yeah, he'll be a true junior next year, Alton Roth. Justin Marshall is out of here. Roth plus a 5-star true freshman could be incredible. But all right, guys, number 15 in the nation. We are moving up in the world. We got Washington next week. I will see you then. Peace out.